hoop dreams. High school standouts William Gates and Arthur Agee were coached by Gene Pingatore, who also coached which NBA Hall of Famer?
Was it Dominique Wilkins, Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, or Isaiah Thomas?
This is a
The famous We Love Houston sign just off Interstate 10. We're coming to you from the Toyota Center in the biggest city in the Lone Star State. Welcome, sports. Sure is. Thanks, DA. Now let's take a look at the Nuggets opening lineup. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3 slot. And for the Rockets, Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. PJ Tucker is out there with Robert Covington. And it's House in at the 3 spot. Stolen by Tucker. One-on-one fast break. Westbrook passes to Covington. Harden against Millsap. Basket good.
And I love seeing Harden get room to shoot from that mid-range position, an effective scorer in that area.
Murray against Westbrook. Shoots from the line. The putback, controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
You know, we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
From deep, Harden. Harden with the rebound. And so it's Murray who brings the ball up for the Nuggets.
And the league's preeminent practitioner of the step-back 3, James Harden, is as good as it gets. And, you know, like the skyhook, an unguardable shot. And paired with his dribble drive, a 2-move torture chamber.
Murray with it. Jokic passes to Murray. Count the basket.
Yeah, you can't leave people open around Jokic, and the offense is set up to have cutters and movement. They'll take advantage of the defense if they sleep.
And he gets it to go. And thanks to that step back, Harden already the all-time leader in unassisted three-point shots.
And not to mention 4-point plays. And up until recently, teams built elaborate offenses to create their three-point looks. Harden the first to do it one-on-one with volume and efficiency.
5 to shoot. Floats it up for Millsap. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And it's the Rockets on the break. Harden inside the three-point line. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Well, the triple-doubles haven't just come along because the 10 rebounds are all defensive. Russell sneaks in, grabs a no rebound, a second possession.
Barton outside. Passes it to Millsap. Denver passing it around. Harris against Harden. Just 5 on the clock. Harris dishes to Millsap. In the air. Good D by Covington. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Rockets. In the corner, Harden. Shoots over Barton. And the basket by Harden. Now the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Looking at who's out there now for the Rockets. Jeff Green is checked in for Robert Covington. Gordon comes in for Daniel House. Ben McLemore, he's checked in for James Harden. And it's Austin Rivers in for Russell Westbrook. Gordon deciding where to go with it. The feed to Green. He doesn't hit that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. And he lobs it up toward the rim. It's stolen by Green. And McLemore kicks to Rivers. Now the pass to McLemore. Green against Grant. Rivers in the corner. Feeds to Tucker. Nice D from Porter.
For him, it's harder to miss that shot than it is to make that shot. I think he was anticipating a bit of a bump there.
Pass to Grant. Left side, Porter. Shot clock at 5. Inside. Here's Jokic. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Oh, and a fast break for the Rockets. Here's Gordon. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
And running with a full head of steam, but completely under control.
Yeah, you think he's comfortable at that speed. He's done it so many times before. Just an absolute blur in transition, and that helps get the rhythm going.
At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. We recently checked in with Jamal Murray, who discussed the team.
The mentality of how we play, how we move.
Greg, sounds like something a coach would say.
It's probably something his coach has said time and time again, but Murray's really matured into a reliable, sometimes spectacular performer for this team.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And looking at what we've seen from Houston, what do you guys think?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
You know, they really made a lot of good quality reads down there. Took some chances, but feeling more calculated than risky.
And a chance here presented by Gatorade to see who's on the floor, all fueled up and ready to go for the start of the second quarter. And so in the game for the Rockets, they've got McLemore. Jamari Carroll is out there with Green, and it's Rivers, and it's Gordon in at the small forward. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
And Porter's height and length around the basket is going to help him create opportunities to score.
Pass to Green. Back to McLemore. And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Russell Westbrook's checked in for Houston. The Nuggets also changing it up. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jeremy Grant. Barton comes in for Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Westbrook against Murray. And again, Denver no good.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 shooting the ball here in the second. Barton finds Millsap. There's the triple. Offensive rebound.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Rockets trail by 4. Poked loose. Murray, the pass to Barton. To the inside. Makes it off the glass. Plumlee's got his second bucket.
They're consistently finding ways to get the ball inside and taking full advantage.
Westbrook against Murray. Will it go? And it's finished off inside by Westbrook.
Attack, attack, attack. That's Russell getting closer to the rim. He just gets more and more aggressive in there.
Murray outside. The tray. He can't get that one. And it's Carroll with the ball for the Rockets. Trailing by 4. At the top of the key, Westbrook. And he goes right over Mason Plumlee and slams it down.
That might be a 50, or are we going 100 or 1,000? Westbrook with a unique combination of power and athleticism.
Barton kicks to Murray. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Jeff Green picks one up.
And if you're drawing up your starting 5 for team irrational confidence, Jamal Murray makes a strong case. This guy is fearless.
Houston with a big group substitution here. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Green. Robert Covington comes in for Damari Carroll. Daniel House is checked in for Gordon. And it's Harden in for McLemore. And then for Denver, Jokic comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Harris subbed in for Torrey Craig. And here's Harden for 3. And it's Jokic with the rebound. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. And Murray, we know, can be streaky, Greg. Still mid-30% for his career from three-point range.
Of course, the degree of difficulty pretty high on a lot of his shots. Off the bounce with the hand in his face. And he's more than a shooter, a versatile scorer who can get it done in a variety of ways. And a story about Jamal Murray. He was doing 2-a-days for Team Canada, and the coach wanted him to rest, so he confiscates his sneakers, came back and found him working out barefoot.
Well, they might want to check his web browser because I believe he did a search for lock picks because they put bars on the door to keep him out of the gym, and he still might try to find a way in.
Lock at 6.
Inside, outside, Harden will attack you from anywhere. Nice play.
Grant against Covington. The Nuggets moving the ball around. Jokic inside. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Jokic and body control. Hey, years ago we wouldn't have said that. I'm saying it now.
It's Rivers on the wing. Count it, and the Nugget lead has been cut back down to 3 after the basket from Tucker.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Porter passes to Jokic. Right side, Porter. To the middle, Jokic finds Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. 6 points for Michael Porter.
It took a little bit of time, but now he's taking the pen off the cap and putting his mark on this game.
In the corner, Harden. Shoots. And he gets it to go, hitting off the back of the rim. Harden's got 8.
And Harden is a nightmare in the pick and roll. Just a clever combo guard who is completely unpredictable.
Well, that's how to protect the rim without fouling. Force him into an awkward release and a bit of a...
And that's it for the first half of action in what's been a very close game here. Nuggets lead.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, well, a pretty close game for the Nuggets throughout the first quarter. They were never able to get the lead above 4. It took them a while to get their legs under them, but... And that should...
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Second half underway. Here's who Mike Malone's got on the floor. At the forward spots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5 down low. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Murray. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season.
Oh,
I was
goodness.
Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. Well, I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, yeah. Got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, ouch. And Harden wide open. He shoots. Harden missing again.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Millsap finds Jokic. This one for three. Chandler with the block.
Chandler takes his defense seriously. That's what he gets paid for, utilizing his outstanding length to stifle shooters.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Millsap up top, defended by Covington. Pulls from the top of the key. Jokic, no good.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half.
From deep, Harden sinks the triple. Harden's got the lead up to 5 now for the Rockets.
And without a doubt, one of the most advanced scorers this game has ever seen. Harden can do damage from just about anywhere.
Well, we know, Greg, that Jokic is such a unique talent at that center position. Young player, already top 10 in career triple-doubles.
How about the most triple-doubles ever by a foreign player? You think of the great skilled European big man. Jokic, arguably the most skilled of them all.
It didn't take too long for Jokic to blossom into one of the better young players in the league. Much quicker than most folks, I think, give him credit for.
Houston, a whole new 5 on the floor. The Nuggets also changing it up. Plumlee, he's checked in for Millsap. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Morris subbed in for Murray.
A monster drive there by Westbrook. So explosive. Contact phases him not in the slightest.
Morris outside. Martin left side. Down low. Jokic. And a missed layup.
And you know what? He's just not on his game. No doubt about it. Their deficit isn't totally on him, but he has not been an asset for his team.
Gordon inside. Morris is there. And the basket by Gordon.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Martin left side. And it's slammed in by Plumlee.
Well, Barton had a good feel about what was happening defensively, and his teammate was wide open.
Here's Houston now. They're on a 14-6 run. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. Dishes it to Morris. Back to Plumlee. Denver passing it around. Here's Jokic. Tried to bank it in, but he misses.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. Man, we all saw that right there. Is he part feline? Cat-like quickness and elevation from Westbrook.
Morris against Westbrook. Westbrook with the steal. Pushing it up. It's hauled in by the Nuggets.
Well, a lot of players in the league are going to make that shot, and for him, it's pretty much automatic. It's a good defensive effort to prevent the layup.
Knocks it loose. Stolen by Westbrook. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
The Rockets making a switch here. Tucker's checked in. The Nuggets also changing it up. Grant, he's checked in for Jokic. And Porter subbed in for Barton.
Don't say this much about guards, but big boy strength there as Westbrook does not give in to the aggressive defense.
Westbrook against Morris. Back to Plumlee. Morris tipped back in for 2. Morris has got his first points of the game.
Oh, and a nice job of turning that miss into 2 points on the tip in.
Hustle points, I believe they call them. Hustle points right there. Here's Westbrook. 2 points. That one goes. Westbrook's got 14 points.
Yeah, that's a Westbrook mindset right there. I'm going through you. It doesn't allow his focus to be shaken, even when the defense gets a little bit nasty.
And so it's Houston, ahead by 9 as the quarter comes to a close. They're shooting the ball so well in this one. A great performance from the field. Back right after this. And a moment now as we take a look at our State Farm assists of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Martin and Gordon are out on the wings. E.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Westbrook in at the point. So that's who's on the floor for the Rockets. Murray, the pass to Millsap. Here's Grant. That one a little long.
Well, nobody getting a hand in his face in that painted area. That's a miss he's going to be disappointed with.
On the wing, Harden, guarded by Harris. Harden against Harris. Now here's Harden. Tight defense on him, and he lays it straight in. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for Houston. Millsap finds Grant. Outside, Porter. Murray outside. Passes to Millsap. Westbrook against Murray. Denver needs to get off his shot. Here's Millsap, and it's slammed in by Millsap.
And teammates more and more looking for plays from Murray like that.
Rockets leading by 9. Right side Westbrook, and stolen by Harris. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. And Eric Gordon pulls it down. And for the Rockets, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor, hitting at all cylinders.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going. The three from Harden. And again, it's the Rockets from deep. You know, Greg, when you were in New York, you were on a super team of sorts. Compare that to the super teams they're forming now in the NBA.
Oh, we've always had super teams. And this misnomer that this is something that's just come about with this era is to me absurd. You've always had it. Whether the difference nowadays is I think the players have more say in where they go. And they can orchestrate how a team is constructed, but it's always existed. And the reality is this: you become a super team when you win a lot.
Sure.
And that's what really dictates how super your team is.
He scores in so many different ways, but most of them have to do with attack mode and aggressiveness.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Westbrook. The pass to Millsap. Back to Murray. Keeps it alive, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
Yeah, Millsap a little bit gritty there. Good to see him go in and hit the glass.
1:43 left here in the fourth quarter. And here's Harden for three. And the foul called on Paul Millsap. That is his first foul of the game. Daniel House is checked in for Eric Gordon. Denver also making some changes. Jokic, he's checked in for Grant. And it's Will Barton in for Michael Porter. Here's Harden. Up again. It's good on the putback. And the Rockets lead by 12.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
There's the double team with Westbrook. And we're going to have a jump ball. It's tied up there. And it's the Rockets with the ball. Rockets leading by 12. And stolen by Murray. Martin with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Here's Murray, and Covington sends it back. And they get it back. The Rockets have gone 5 of 7 from the field since the beginning of the fourth. Strong work at that end of the floor.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for Houston.
When you consider the difference in their field goal percentages, the other team has to be happy that this wasn't a bigger loss. This team was on fire.
Yeah, Kevin, it's always frustrating when you can't throw a rock on the ground and the other guys just can't seem to miss.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Russell Westbrook.
He affected the game so much with the way he was able to come out and get steals and extra possessions for his team.
And here's Harden for three, and the three ball is good.
This arena was rocking throughout the night. You could really feel the energy.
Yeah, huge motivation, always great for a young team, but veteran players also appreciate when fans come with that kind of energy and get into the spirit of the game.
And it's Harden with the ball for the Rockets. Kicks it to Westbrook. Back to Harden. Over Harris. Misses off the right iron. To the paint. And Jokic throws it down.
Jokic on an alley-oop. Sweet.
So we see the Rockets taking the win here. Some good competition. David, thank you as always. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast.
Yo, 2KMC here with all the details about the upcoming events in the neighborhood. This weekend, it's Court Conqueror. On Saturday, you'll have to face some of the best duos in NBA history. And on Sunday, you'll be up against some scary trios. And on Wednesday,
a terrific evening look at Old Town there. And let's...
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Well, the Celtics have...
Both capable, DA, thank you. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5. And for the Celtics, Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the 5 down low. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And Walker kicks to Tatum. Fires the 3. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Back to Barton. Murray against Walker. From the high post. Murray, no good.
Oh, their movement is good, and they get the ball into the right hand. Now, usually he drops those in between jumpers.
Shots good by Walker. Greg, we've got two terrific highlight-making teams, both athletic in so many ways.
You know, it makes me harken all the way back to college, and one of my teammates, Stacey Ogden, one of the greatest athletes I ever played alongside. Well, we're going to see a lot of his impact in tonight's game.
Barton, wide open, he fires. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
Outside, Walker. First quarter of play with about a minute and a half gone. Chalk up 2 there. Walker's got his second basket of the game. Murray surveying the D. From deep three-point range, Denver the rebound. Jokic kicks to Murray. The three-pointer, no good.
They're struggling here early. 1 for 5 now. The D has them bottled up so far.
Brown finds Tice. And the pass to Tatum. From deep. Boston getting another chance here. Passes it to Hayward. And it's off from three-point range. Denver's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Murray, good.
I think Murray's toughness gives him an edge on drives. He just doesn't back down.
And after establishing himself as a key player in Denver, Gary Harris has played, trailing off the last couple seasons. Greg, what's your read there?
I really feel like, Kevin, injuries have played a part, an extended cold streak, but the Nuggets didn't lose faith. He helped build their success over the years, and they consider him a key piece moving forward as well.
Now, here's Jokic. Following the miss by Kemba Walker. 5 on the clock. Goes up from the top of the key. Again, the miss by Murray.
Just can't find the touch this quarter. He's got to keep grinding, though, and looking for the best shot possible.
Brown, the pass to Tice. Left side, Walker. And it's sent back by Jokic.
And check out Jokic using not just his length, but also the timing. The offensive player better think twice next time.
Now here's Barton. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Inside, Millsap kicks to Jokic. Over Tice. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And for Jokic, a slow start to last season. Came in heavy, lost over 20 pounds as he played his way into shape. And boy, did he come on strong down the stretch.
And a new group in for the Celtics. Cantor checked in for Daniel Tice. Williams comes in for Gordon Hayward. Smart's checked in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. Big group substitution here for Denver. Grant, he's checked in for Millsap. Michael Porter comes in for Barton. Torrey Craig. He's checked in for Harris. And Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Porter with a block.
And, you know, as he learns the game at this level, he's going to block more shots. Porter has the length and the ability to move his feet.
Back to Jokic. There's 49 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Good on the shot.
Good anticipation on the feed. He knows exactly where to go with that ball.
Tatum, that's for two. Boston, no good that time either.
And I don't know if he needs a rest in this quarter or what, but he needs something to get off the snide.
Grant in the post, working on Williams. Morris outside. Back to Jokic. It's good. Jokic has got 6 points.
Plays a rugged game down low. Jokic's toughness adds character to the identity of this team.
No good. Excellent D from Cancer. Here's Williams. Good, and Smart gets the assist.
Oh, nice look there from Smart, finding an open man.
And so the first quarter is in the books. Nuggets ahead. They lead by 4. Let's take a quick break now, and then it's on to the second quarter after this. And before the game, we checked in with Marcus Smart, who told us how his upbringing helped him.
I'm the youngest of 4 boys, so is anybody who has siblings.
And no question, Smart is considered one of the toughest guys, Greg, in the NBA.
You have to love his passion, his willingness to sacrifice his body for the team on a nightly basis.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. What do you guys think about the Nuggets out here in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, they really got after it. I mean, they made life extremely difficult for the shooters, which is why they hold this lead.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the floor for Boston, we've got Williams. Williams is out there with Jason Tatum. Then it's Marcus Smart. And it's Wanamaker in at the 1 spot.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Morris passes to Porter. Pass to Jokic and stolen by Williams. And now with the fast break, Smart with the ball. Pass to Wanamaker. That shot off, and the Nuggets going the other way. An even 3-on-3 break. Morris finds Porter. Williams comes with a double team. Back to Morris. The 3. Rebound Boston. Here's Tatum. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys, I think, that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Look to run. Brown can beat you down the floor, then finish the play.
Nuggets have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter.
And I remember a lot of scouts wondered whether Brown could ever become a 20-point-per-game scorer. That question was answered in only his 4th season.
Oh, yeah. It didn't take long for him to answer that question. And he did it in a variety of ways. He hit more threes, drew more fouls, did a better job of converting at the rim. And the scary part is, it feels like he's just getting started. Look, right there, the defense overcommits. Hayward, with good awareness, finds the open man.
Murray, the pass to Millsap, and stolen by Hayward. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Brown's got the ball. And a wide open look for Walker. Great look, but off the mark. Denver's gone 0-3 from beyond the arc to start the second quarter. The feed to Millsap. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Here's Brown. Another shot. Williams kicks to Hayward. Plumlee with the rebound. The Nuggets trail. Millsap inside, guarded by Tatum. Millsap passes to Murray, and stolen by Tatum. Down low, Williams, and that one drops for him.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Celtics making a switch here. Cantor's checked in. Grant, he's checked in for Denver. Michael Porter comes in for Barton.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
And another fast break chance here for the Celtics. Here we go. And Hayward at the stuff.
Well, they weren't going to pass up that chance to get out and run following the steal.
Walker against Murray. Porter in the corner. Denver passing it around. Millsap passes to Porter. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass. Porter's got his first bucket in this one.
And with that basket, he puts a stop to the 13-0 run there by the Celtics.
Here's Brown. And the layup's good off the glass. Brown's got the lead back up to 7 now for the Celtics.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Murray against Walker. Murray kicks to Harris. Grant the pass to Millsap. Outside for Murray. Millsap trying to get open. Murray, no good. It's tipped. Tries to save it. Hayward looking over the floor. From deep three-point range. And so it's Boston heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. And they've done a phenomenal job down low. So many of their points coming right at the rim.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points. And that'll...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Jokic in this game, he has been everywhere.
And he was an absolute monster on the offensive glass in that first half. I don't know how you slow him down.
Yeah, you must try to match his energy level first and foremost. But right now, he's just out hustling guys to the ball.
So on the floor for Denver, Millsap and Jokic, the big men. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. And it's Murray in at the point guard position.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Walker against Murray. Harris passes to Jokic. Murray outside. Puts up a 3. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Murray's got 5 now.
Gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
The kick out to Walker. Jokic with the steal. And now the Nuggets. Fast break. Murray against Tatum. Murray dishes to Millsap. Here's Jokic. Good. He's got 10.
And Millsap is a team player. Someone who is very willing to make the right pass to an open teammate.
Walker surveying the floor. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 6.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Murray kicks to Harris. Murray outside. Another 3 for Denver.
Rock solid start for them. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
2 minutes gone in this third quarter now. And stolen by Barton. And Hayward with the block.
A rare block shot by Gordon Hayward. He has the instincts to do more of this, but neither the suddenness nor the strength.
Second chance shot. Over in the corner, Brown. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting 2.
And a move Hayward perfected last season, coming to a full stop in the lane and hitting that little short jumper.
Yeah, Greg, I mean, he'd stop and defenders would just keep going. Every player uses different tactics to create separation. For Hayward, that became his go-to move off the bounce.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Williams, he's checked in for Tatum. Smart comes in for Jaylen Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Kemba Walker. And Smart with a clear path to the hoop. And Wanamaker gets it to go.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
Morris passes to Porter. Now the dish to Plumlee. And there's the pass to Craig. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Enes Kanter's checked in for the Celtics. His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And he's all over that shot, has it read the whole way and gets the position he needs to make a play.
Here's Wanamaker, covered by Morris. Smart dishes to Kanter. No good on that one. And the Nuggets going the other way. Grant the pass to Porter. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. We hear this a lot. It's almost too popular now to say good offense beats good defense. Being a defensive-minded player yourself, do you agree with that statement?
Absolutely, Kevin. And the thing is, in today's game, when I played, there was an era, you know, you could hold teams in the 80s and 90s. You could go a quarter and keep them at 12, 15 points. You can't do that now. It's different. You've got to be able to win stretches of 2 and 3 minutes. And honestly, you're right. The offense does dictate far more, but it doesn't discount the importance of defense. And if you still look at the reigning champs and the teams that have won titles recently, that's still one area that they're consistent in, is their defensive approach.
Grant kicks to Morris. It's stolen. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And Williams gets it to go on the assist from Enes Kanter.
Well, this is the kind of ball movement they want to get from Kanter. Scan the floor, and when you spot the open man, get it to him.
Williams against Plumlee. Out to Morris. Fires the 3. The Nuggets with another miss. Clock management. This is where they can get a 2 for 1.
And Kevin, every opportunity counts.
A really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Hayward outside. High post try. Rebound by the Nuggets. For Denver, they have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
And at the line last season, about 78% as a team. Pretty solid numbers.
Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Jaylen Brown comes in for Gordon Hayward. And Denver with a change here, too. Jokic, he's checked in for Mason Plumlee. Wanamaker looking over the floor. Good on the triple. Wanamaker's got 5 points in the quarter. Morris outside. And so it's Boston in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They've got a big advantage in the turnover stats because of their intense defense. We come back right after this. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, a terrific, unselfish play right here. Set up his teammate, and how about the setup this was?
This is the versatility you need to play in today's game. 2 guards have to be able to make plays for others.
The fourth quarter has arrived. So good to have you with us. Smart and Brown outside on the wings. Ennis Cantor is out there with Williams. And it's Wanamaker in at the point. That's the Boston 5. And the dunk by Brown.
The near 7-foot wingspan of Jaylen Brown in the house. Now, this is a guy who can dunk on anyone.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Harris kicks to Barton. Wide open look here for Murray. His 3-pointers off the mark.
And the shots just continue to say no in terms of falling.
Brown dishes to Williams. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Paul Millsap picks one up.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
Here's what Boston's going with right now. Daniel Tice is checked in for Cantor. Tatum comes in for Marcus Smart. And it's Kemba Walker in for Brad Wanamaker. Denver passing it around. Harris outside. Murray for 3. Again, the miss by Murray. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
They get it back.
Oh, how about the finesse there? Nice little gentle touch on the board.
And you know, when you have that gentle touch, those tip-ins are easy to come by. Here's Walker. Pass to Tice. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Tice has got the lead up to 12 now for the Celtics. Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Left side, Harris, and taken away by Brown. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. The 3 from Tatum. The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 14.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
Barton kicks to Harris. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth quarter. Murray, no good.
Well, another tin cup moment here because he continues to miss shot after shot from 3-point range. This is not a fourth quarter he's going to want to remember.
Tatum wide open. He fires one. Connects from 3-point range.
Has a great feel for where defenders are on the court. Tatum navigates himself nicely.
Murray kicks to Barton. Jokic against Williams. Pass to Harris. Now Millsap. Up top, Barton. 4 on the clock. Murray for 3. Drains it from beyond the arc. Murray's got 9 points here in the second half.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
Let's talk about it. The great competition going on. That's what makes a matchup like this so much fun to watch.
Walker against Murray. Walker goes in, rejected by Harris, and he recovers it, and Tice gets it to go.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Celtics.
And one area that stands out that we've seen tonight from them, their aggressiveness in getting steals, something I know that you really value yourself.
I think it sparked their offense. It deflates the opposition, And when you have the type of effort we saw tonight, it's pretty hard to overcome that defensive pressure down the stretch.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Williams.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was the complete package.
The baseline J. Tatum's shot is off. 34 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Outside for Murray. But they recover it. Here's Millsap. Back to Barton. For three, Murray drills it from outside.
Have to respect the range of Murray. He just nails shots from this distance.
And they can just let the clock run out here.
Cannot argue with the W.
Pass to Tatum. The three ball. And again, Boston with the triple.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, you know they are, sure. I mean, come on, the finish line is in sight. All they have to do is play it smart.
And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now.
What's up, everyone? This is Candace Parker, Los Angeles Sparks forward and WNBA champion. In a franchise first, you can create your own WNBA My Player and take her through a real WNBA pro career. Want even more W competition? You can match up in 3-on-3 games against other aspiring WNBA ballers in the W Online, where you can ball.
What a gorgeous nighttime view from high above the city of Atlanta. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin.
They're fun to watch, DA. Thanks. Now let's take a look at Denver's opening lineup. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. The backcourt is Murray and Harris. And it's Jokic in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Hawks, Hunter at the 3 with Collins at the 4. Young and Herter make up the backcourt. And it's Capella in at the center, filling out the middle. Now, here is Young. Over Murray. Young's shot is off.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
And the second season for Trae Young, just unreal. Pulling off amazing performances at such a young age. Greg, just how good do you think he can be?
You know, Kevin, Young will be viewed as a top point guard in this league for a long time. When it's all said and done, might be one of the best point guards in league history. Certainly is on his way to being one of the best shooters to ever play.
A nice option on the break. We know Herter can shoot it, but he also has the size to attack the rim.
Murray against Young. Goes up to the stripe. Millsap, and it's Millsap with the extra effort.
And how about the toughness? I mean, although undersized at that power forward spot, he just still finds a way to get the job done.
Now, here is Young. Pass to Herter. To the inside. Capella lays it up and banks it in.
Nice look from Kevin. Intelligent and unselfish.
Top of the key, Harris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Murray against Young. From the line. Murray, no good. The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Hunter, the pass to Herter. And it's good, 2 points.
How about 3 of 4 from the floor to start? That's always a good sign.
Here's Murray up on top, defended by Young. Over to the wing. Jokic kicks to Harris. Young against Murray. Just 5 to shoot. Feeds it to Millsap. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one on Collins.
And I like how Millsap got in and forced the issue in the paint.
And good on the second, so he makes them both. The Hawks have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Now Young. Launches it. And it's Jokic with the rebound. For Denver, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. Over to the left wing. Murray, no good.
I don't know how many misses that is in a row, but I know it's ugly.
And Herter gets it to go. And Greg, you play with some big personalities. Talk about the best way to manage egos and conflicts in the locker room. That's a very interesting topic.
No doubt about it. You know, Kev, first thing you learn from middle school on, your team is your family. And let's face it, all families have spats, and so do teams. You just learn to never personalize those things. Never leave any stone unturned. Like, don't let things fester. When there are issues, you address them. And if you're not taking things personally, you tend to be able to work through whatever issues you may come in front of.
Good advice. Reddish, he's checked in for Kevin Herter. Michael Porter, he's checked in for the Nuggets. Monte Morris comes in for Murray. Porter with it. He's picked up by Collins. Millsap. Good defensive work there by Young.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result.
And the shot is good.
Scouting report is be physical with Trae Young. And every night, he finds ways to still make plays.
Now here is Harris. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Here's the pass to Millsap. Back to Harris. He kicks to Porter. Pass to Morris. Shot clock at 5. Here's Jokic. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Young looking around. Over Morris. Kept alive by Atlanta. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Hawks shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And he knocks down the first one.
And the amount of pressure that Trae Young puts on a defense is staggering. He's either carving you up with his passing or hitting you with that jump shot.
You know, Trae Young is the type of player that could lead this league in scoring and in assists. And also possibly could do it in the same season. For a youngster, he sees a lot of double teams. It's impressive how he handles it.
And the ball's tied up, so we'll have a jump ball. So it's Atlanta now. And so it's Jones. He'll bring it up for the Atlanta Hawks. Passes it to Bembry. The dish to Jones. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Craig, defended by Young. Morris dishes to Plumlee. And it's blocked, and he keeps control of the ball. The feed now to Jones. 2 on the clock, and that's 2 points on the layup.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. Hawks on top. And we caught up before the game with Nikola Jokic, who had a few thoughts about how to help his team succeed.
Selfless. I mean, you need to put your...
Greg, there are areas of Jokic's game where he probably is the best in the world.
I can't think of a center with better floor vision or better passing ability. His positioning, his angles, his ability to use his size to maximize effectiveness, all at an elite level.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And when you consider how Atlanta is doing, your thoughts?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
You know this, the team that dictates the pace typically rules the roost. We see that here early on.
On the floor for Denver as we get going here in the second quarter. Grant is out there at Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. Then it's Porter. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. The first free throw is good.
Watching Cam Reddish, I see all-star level potential. It's going to be interesting to track his development because he's still establishing his identity.
And the Hawks making a change here. Fernando's checked in. Murray's checked in for Denver. Pass to Plumlee. Grant outside. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
That's the pass you want. Orchestrating the offense, creating for others.
And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. And the dunk by Grant.
And made possible by a heads-up play defensively at the other end.
The pass to T. Trying to find Jones. He gets it to him. Over in the corner, Reddish. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Nuggets trail by 6. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
There's Bembry. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Stolen by Grant. Here's Craig. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof.
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Denver now. They've got a 10-0 run going. Here's Craig. That's in, coming off the assist from Jokic. Craig's got the lead up to 2 now for the Nuggets.
That's a nice read. The value of keeping your eyes up.
Collins against Millsap. There's the lob to the hoop. The alley-oop layup. Very well done.
I like that. Collins playing under control, reading the floor. Nice setup there.
Murray kicks to Jokic to the middle. And that one's good. Millsap. 6 points for Millsap.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Teague, the pass to Hunter. Teague surveying the D. Pass to Fernando. Hawks passing it around. And blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And Millsap, for his size, a pretty good rim protector.
Craig passes to Millsap, and he uses the glass on the layup. Millsap's got 8 points.
Great timing. That can be the difference between an assist and a turnover.
And here is Hunter. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game.
A legit threat from outside. Hunter is very confident taking these shots.
Passes it to Millsap, and it's a defensive 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. And the technical free throw is good.
Well, you know, he was once the future of the Hawks guard spot. But now Jeff Teague has returned to the team as a backup to the new face of the franchise.
You know, GA, Jeff Teague's going to be comfortable with any role he's given. Right now, running the second unit might be the best use of his skill set at this stage. But what I like, you can play the two together, him and Trae Young, and take ball handling duties away from Trae and let him spot up and shoot it.
So it's the Hawks now. The Hawks trail it. Dedmon kicks to Capella. Herter passes to Capella. Young for 3. Rebound by the Nuggets. Jokic has got 4 rebounds in this game. Morris outside. Murray left side. 6 on the shot clock. And there's Millsap. That's good on the assist by Murray. And that's now 10 points for Paul Millsap.
Shrug it off the contact. Millsap will not be denied.
Young with the ball. Tries it from 19. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Young's got his second bucket of the game to go. Murray surveying the D. Jacks up a 3, and that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
And we hope you enjoyed some struggles for Denver in the first quarter. We saw them with a striking lack. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You know, Paul Millsap has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Clint Capella is out there with Collins, and it's Young in at the point. So that's the lineup for Atlanta. Now, here is Young. From 17 feet out, and good. Got the Ingles that time as it falls. Young's got 8 points.
I mean, he's young, but the game just looks like it's slowed down for Trey. Knows exactly where to get his shots.
Murray, good.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
The Hawks trail by 4. Second half just getting started. About a minute played. Here's Young. It's good. He's got 10.
He's fearless. Trey Young knows he's probably going to take contact, and it doesn't matter at all.
Young against Harris. Barton outside. Millsap kicks to Barton. On the wing, Harris. And Jokic gets it to go. Jokic has got the lead back up to 4 now for the Nuggets.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
Shot by Collins, no good. And so it's Jokic with the ball. He brings it up for the Denver Nuggets. Barton, and Barton throws it down.
And you see the vision from Paul Millsap. That's another area that he provides for his teams.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. Young against Murray. A double clutch. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Here's what Atlanta's going with right now. Damian Jones is checked in for John Collins. Reddish comes in for DeAndre Hunter. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teagan for Trey Young.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
He is just unwilling to settle. He gets right to the rim and makes sure they come away with points.
Rebounded by Capella. Capella's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
And last season for Capella wasn't that easy. Had his year cut short to injury, never got the chance to suit up with his new team in the Hawks.
And the foul on Cam Reddish. That's his first foul. And the Hawks making a change here. Dedmon's checked in. Monte Morris is checked in for the Nuggets. And that was another look at the aggressive D that led to the mobile 1 block.
The defensive awareness, the timing, when you have to face a defender that can reject you like that, it can alter your approach.
And with Capella and the Hawks, both are excited for this season.
And on paper, Capella seems like a great fit. Can finish inside, pairs well with John Collins and Trey Young, and Capella could be the difference maker to get this team back in the playoffs.
Grant outside. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Here's Plumlee. Lays it up off the glass. Plumlee's got his first basket.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. And there's the defensive 3-second call. Greg, so many people know your story. Born and raised in Las Vegas. It must have been an amazing feeling then to lead UNLV to its only championship.
I mean, Kevin, you know, playing in front of so many people, you know, has its pros and cons.
Right.
But to be a part of that 1990 championship team and the only one we've been able to hoist and to have my jersey hanging in that rafter, it's humbling, and yes, it brings back a lot of fond memories.
Like historically good, right? When you think of that team, what that meant, it has a historic... Oh, the power on that throwdown!
One thing all scouts love about Cam Reddish, for a wing, he has a huge frame that typically bodes well at this level.
Morris passes to Grant. Dishes it to Plumlee. Pass to Craig. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Charity stripe shot. Rebound by the Hawks. Teague with the ball. Now guarded by Porter. Shoots it. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
And I'm sure next time he sits down, coach is going to have a few choice words for him with that shot selection.
And you know what? He knows it. You have to try to play within the system or you're going to come away with empty possessions.
Here's Bembry, covered by Morris. Plumlee with the rebound. And stolen by Dedmon. Here's Bembry. Atlanta again, missing. And here we go. Fast break. Plumlee's got it. The putback. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. The third quarter comes to a close. Nuggets lead by 5. 2K Sports back in a moment. 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. The Hawks trail by 5. A moment now to reset the lineups. Brought to us by Gatorade. All fueled up here for the fourth quarter. Taking a look at the Nuggets. Filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point.
And that's a pure hustle play, getting to the offensive glass for the tip-in.
And that's the kind of quality you see in any strong offensive rebounder, isn't it? Murray, the pass to Harris. At the elbow, Jokic. Now Millsap. The pass to Jokic. Fernando pulls it in.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Here's Herter. Collins trying to break free. And Herter gets it to go.
Finding makeable shots. Kevin Herter continuing to become more efficient as a scorer.
Murray, the pass to Millsap. Down low. Here's Jokic. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one on Collins.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. He's perfect from the line this time.
When your bigs can make free throws, it's a huge advantage. Love his approach to getting to the line.
Young with no one around, and it's all evened up.
And he finally gets involved from beyond the arc. His first 3 of the game comes here in the second quarter.
Murray against Young. Barton passes to Jokic. Right side Millsap. Back to Jokic. Clock is at 3. Pass to Murray. Now here's Capella. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Here's Young in Atlanta again with the bucket.
This is the consistency he was looking for in the first half. Just took him a while to heat up.
Young against Murray. He gets that one.
You got to feel comfortable when Murray is working the pick and roll. His shooting, speed, and passing all are next level.
Young for 3. They get it again. That one no good. For Denver, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the fourth quarter. And Barton throws it down.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. Hunter kicks to Young. Nice ball movement here by Atlanta. And pushing it up. Here's Denver. Here's Millsap. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 4th assist in this one.
That's what you expect from Paul Millsap, delivering with the big shot.
Here's Young, and 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. It's going to be on Jokic. First one falls for him.
You know what? You forget that he's small in stature. Trae Young's skill set is exactly what every team is looking for.
Reddish, he's checked in for the Hawks. And Denver with a change here, too. Porter's checked in. Fast break, the Hawks. Collins trying to break free. Reddish's shot is good. Reddish has got it all tied up now for the Hawks. Murray against Young. Murray dishes to Harris. Murray the pass to Jokic. Outside Millsap. And contact on the shot, so and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. I have to now review the personal foul in question.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Jokic, it's good on the putback. And the Nuggets lead by 2.
Calm and collected in the game's biggest moments. You can rely on Jokic when you need a basket.
And the dunk by Capella.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
They're bringing the energy, the hustle, the fight, and they also didn't give up on that possession.
And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
A big you can't really send to the line too much. Jokic, an effective free throw shooter.
He knocks down the clutch free throw. So he gets them both, and it's a 2-point ball game.
And he's got such a smooth stroke, and it never changes, even in this kind of a high-pressure situation.
Passes to Reddish. Here's Herter. The kick out to Young. Capella inside. Jokic defending. And Porter, here we go. It's in!
That is world class.
Incredible shot with everything on the line coming through for his team.
And here's Young from the arc. Good! And what a sensational bucket to bring them within 1.
Incredible competitor. Trae Young always wants to be the one to take this shot.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Money!
And they still have a foul to give at this point. And it's all about the 3 right here.
And they're looking to tie it up. Live to play another period. We'll see what they run right here.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
It's the first, and that gives them a 4-point cushion.
Underrated coming into the league and underestimated. Millsap doesn't have any doubters anymore.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
Young outside. Kicks it to Hunter. Back to Young. Here's the 3. It's good.
Their ability, again, to stretch the floor, particularly in this second half.
Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that about wraps it up. For Greg Anthony, David Aldridge.
Yo, this is the 2KMC, and it's time for some top plays. This week, we are voting for the top play of the fall and the winner of 500,000 VC. You narrowed it down to the top 2, but now it's time to choose the best. For your
It's the NBA on 2. Here's the starting group for Houston. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. P.J. Tucker is out there with Robert Covington, and it's House in at the 3. And for Denver, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point. And Harden with the stuff.
Unselfishness always admirable in a basketball player, and Covington consistent at giving it up when one of his teammates is open.
Here's Murray up on top. He's covered by Westbrook. Murray, no good.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Well, I tell you what, we've all heard the stories of Jamal Murray's training routine growing up in Canada, like something out of a movie. Push-ups in the snow, dribbling on ice, deep knee bends with a cup of hot tea on his thigh. A little bit unconventional, but hey, it certainly got him to where he is now, so I would say it worked.
Jokic kicks to Murray. Just 5 on the clock. Stolen by Tucker. House the pass to Westbrook. And Westbrook throws it down hard.
Boy, that kind of throwdown by Westbrook gets the bench off their feet and excited.
And Clark, it was Jamal Murray's father who's the mastermind behind those unconventional training methods. His son, though, never begged off, never wavered in his commitment.
Tell you what, Greg, it clearly would lead you to believe that both of them were crazy, and yet they had a shared obsession and a commitment, and it's paid off.
Denver shooting their initial free throws of the game right here. The first one falls.
You know, you look at the evolution of Murray, and it's exciting to watch, quite honestly. He's a combo guard. He's got great range and scoring ability, but I like the way he's developing as a playmaker, too.
Tyson Chandler is checked in for Houston. Now here's Harden to the paint. Outside Westbrook. Pass to Chandler, and Chandler throws it down.
Well, this guy's a pick-and-roll maestro. That's Westbrook's basketball IQ on full display.
Murray against Westbrook. Harris passes to Jokic. Barton outside. Murray against Westbrook. And misses it off the right side of the rim. Rockets have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. Harden. Houston now working with the new shot clock. Harris outside. And there's the pass to Murray. Millsap left side. The Nuggets with another miss.
That's the 3rd straight miss to start this game, and they're still looking for their first basket.
And the basket by Harden. Greg, did you know when you were playing that you'd eventually want to call games, be in the broadcast table?
Kevin, no idea. I didn't have any clue, and quite honestly, didn't really think that there was a career that one could have in terms of broadcasting, you know, because cable was just kind of coming on as I was retiring. You didn't have your own network and the things that we take for granted now. So looking back on it, no, but boy, am I glad I did.
I am glad you did too. You probably don't remember this. Doc Rivers and I were doing a game. You came over to say hi to the two of us, went back out on the floor. Doc nudges me and said he'll be great in TV someday. So we saw it then.
He's a good mind. The man knows what he's talking about.
And Denver has possession, following the score by Houston. Barton kicks to Millsap. Denver passing it around. Harden against Murray. No good off the back of the rim. And it's Houston's ball. A big stretch here going 10-2. Westbrook passes to Chandler. Kicks it out to Harden. Back to Chandler. That's tipped. Jokic with the steal. It's Millsap with the drive. Harris looking it over. 52 seconds left to play here in the first. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Excellent decision maker. Love how decisive Harris is in the pick and roll.
Westbrook dishes to Covington. Back to Westbrook. Up again. Jokic grabs the miss. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. 6-point game. Barton kicks to Millsap. Back to Barton. Murray outside. Jokic passes to Murray. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Basket counts.
With maturity comes greater patience, understanding how to play smarter. Murray keeps his options open and finds a teammate who's gotten free.
To the inside, here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Textbook. Nice pass. Great catch. Even better finish.
Good if it goes. And he was able to put it up in time, but doesn't fall.
Boy, excellent job that time by Westbrook to challenge without fouling.
And so it's Houston with their lead standing at 6 points here at the end of the quarter. And it's been their rugged defense setting the tone. Don't go anywhere. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for Houston?
They pounded the ball inside in the first half, forcing the D to collapse, and that frees up the shooters going forward.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
They've got Jeremy Grant. He's out there at quarter. Morris is out there with Plumlee, and it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
Those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
Making a statement for sure. I mean, we'll see if they can maintain that aggressive approach, guys.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now.
Yeah, it looks like they've gained a little bit of confidence as the lid has come off the hoop.
And the big fella, Mason Plumlee, you know, he could start for some teams in this league, but he's been dynamite off the bench for the Nuggets.
Yeah, you take a look at his game, Greg, and defense and rebounding and finishing, all high level. But the one thing that's underrated, but I appreciate a lot, is his passing game. It's come a long way. He does a lot to help you in a reserve role.
Out to the wing. There's McLemore. Nice D from Porter.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
Grant finds Morris. Here's Craig. Pass to Plumlee. Shoots over Tucker, and there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Damari Carroll's checked in for Houston. Second quarter, we're a little over a minute and a half in. Rivers against Morris. Rebound by the Nuggets. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That is his first foul of the game. The Nuggets have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
Grant the pass to Plumlee. Inside, it's stolen by Carroll.
And we've just seen them make mistakes on back-to-back trips. Both those turnovers could have been avoided.
Morris kicks to Grant. Plumlee in the post, guarded by Tucker. Plumlee, the pass to Grant. 6 to shoot. Poked away and stolen by Gordon. They need this one, and the dunk by McLemore.
gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
And now the fast break. Grant with the ball. Oh, Porter in position. It's stolen by McLemore. And it's Houston on the break. Gordon's running, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, from the first time I saw Gordon play, this guy has always been in attack mode, which makes it a tough cover for the defense.
Back to Plumlee. Denver passing it around. That gives them the lead. Morris has got the lead up to 1 now for the Nuggets.
Gets the shot he wants. The defense wasn't quite connected enough. They lost contact.
Tucker finds Carroll. Out of bounds. Denver takes possession. A fantastic mobile one block. This one deserves another look.
Hey, guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Jokic has checked in for Plumlee. Millsap comes in for Jeremy Grant. Gary Harris, he's checked in for Porter. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. James Harden, he's checked in for the Rockets. Westbrook comes in for Rivers. Harden scanning the floor. He can't hit that time. And it's Denver the other way. And there's the foul. It'll go on P.J. Tucker. That's foul number 2 for him. Denver making a switch here. Martin is checked in. Jeff Green is checked in for the Rockets. Robert Covington comes in for Gordon. Murray outside. The 3. The Nuggets with another miss.
And the team has gotten it done here in spite of his performance. Still 0 from the field.
And, you know, when you get a clean look at the rim, Harden usually will find you. I think he's underrated and undervalued at making his teammates better.
Murray with it, and it's Harden picking him up. Harris kicks to Murray. 5 on the clock. Pass to Jokic over Green, and another miss by Denver. Houston in the lead.
And this will be the last possession of the quarter if they're patient.
Yeah, they've got to hold for the last shot here.
Harris inside. Outside for Murray. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. The Rockets on top.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, Houston holding the upper hand after the first 2 quarters. They lead by 1. Kenny, give us your take. That's all for now. Say goodbye to the folks. Thanks for joining us.
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. One of the stories here, James Harden getting it done today.
You just love the patience in that first half. Waited until he got the look he wanted.
Well, you know what, guys? It was all about efficient offense, not rushing things, taking your time, finding the best shot on every possession.
And on the floor for Mike D'Antoni starting the second half. Westbrook and Harden, the dynamite pair. They're the backcourt. Robert Covington out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's House in at the 3, the small forward.
Boy, one of the things about Covington is that his length bothers the opposing players. I mean, he's somebody that takes defense seriously and looks to pilfer the ball whenever he can.
Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. It's going to be on James Harden.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there.
A lot of great talkers over the years, trash talkers on the floor in this league. Do you think they do it more to get themselves going, Greg, or do they do it with the purpose of getting under their opponent's skin?
And Kevin, that's a great question. And believe it or not,
you see both. I've seen guys who do it to get under your skin, and I've also seen guys that do it for their own benefit. That's how they derive their confidence. And so it's about you figuring out what works for you. I've seen some guys, they don't say smack. They don't say a word during the course of the game, but they will cut your heart out. So it's just about what fits your personality in terms of making you play your best.
Well, I'm glad you don't trash talk here on 2K, Greg. I'll tell you that right now.
No, we don't do that.
Well, you know, I did not think I'd ever see a player equal Oscar Robertson's triple-double average for a season, which the Big O did back in '62. Then along came Russell Westbrook. Another level. Did it for 3 straight seasons, making an indelible mark in the history books.
Rockets leading by 5. Here's Harden. Oh, and James Harden throws it down hard.
And Harden, an absolutely vicious dunker. Terrific at bouncing towards the rim for the epic throwdown.
Wide open look here for Murray. And the 3 off target.
And last season, Westbrook passing the great Magic Johnson for 2nd all-time in career triple-doubles. Does he catch Oscar Robinson with 181?
I think he does, Greg. I think he's got a chance anyway, I should say that. Just to be in the conversation speaks volumes to all you need to know about Russell Westbrook's greatness.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, guys, we all know that there are some people who dislike James Harden's style of play. They're bored watching him shoot free throws. He said, "I see how teams guard me and find ways to exploit it. I just outthink the game, and I'm faulted for it." Kevin, that may be, but it's hard to argue with the results. Back to you.
You're right, one of the top scorers in league history, David. Thanks for that report.
One of the things Murray does well is shoot the mid-range shot. He's actually deadly from there. Can't give him that kind of room.
Harden has a wide open look. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Harden's got the lead up to 8 now for the Rockets. Murray outside.
He's been ice cold tonight. And, you know, you look at the scoreboard, guys, they really could have used his contributions.
Kicks it out to Harden. Outside Covington. Shot, high post. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 6 rebounds here tonight. Barton finds Harris. Back to Barton. Jokic high post. Stolen by Harden. Covington with it. Picked up by Harris. Here's Tucker. Westbrook passes to Tucker. Harden's got room. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. Harris against Harden. Harris dishes to Murray. Back to Harris. Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. To the paint. It's tipped. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. And they call the foul, so he's got the and one chance here to make it a 3-point play.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Houston with a big group substitution here. Jeff Green is checked in for P.J. Tucker. Damari Carroll comes in for Robert Covington. Gordon's checked in for Danuel House. And McLemore subbed in for Russell Westbrook. And it's Gordon missing.
That's exactly the look they wanted, guys. Right guy, right play, wrong result.
Morris outside. Craig passes to Plumlee. Over Green. Plumlee, no luck. Houston leading by 11. Harden outside. The Rockets again can't hit. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Porter kicks to Morris. Plumlee in the post. He's against Green.
An active player who just takes pride in his defense. Porter is solid at contesting shots with that reach.
James Harden. And it's time to bring up the State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Yeah, and with the accuracy to go along with that vision. I mean, he put the ball in the absolute perfect spot. That's how you orchestrate it.
And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. Jeremy Grant is out there with Michael Porter. Then it's Plumlee. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the shooting guard position. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
I tell you what, the defense should send Christmas cards for that miss.
Grant kicks to Morris. Passes it to Porter. To the middle. Green against Plumlee. And he banks in the layup. Plumlee's got the fourth quarter going with the first basket of the period here for Denver. Rockets leading by 9. Rivers passes to Green. Back to Rivers for the 3. Plumlee with the rebound. They've been a little too casual with the ball out there.
Yeah, but you can't force that square peg into the round hole. Oftentimes, you just got to make that first simple pass and get a rhythm from that.
Gordon, the pass to Green. Count that one.
Well, we know Eric Gordon is a great shooter now, but he is also willing to make the extra pass.
And Morris has got the ball here for the Nuggets. And the pass to Plumlee. Fourth quarter now. We're about a minute and a half in. Porter passes to Craig. Shot clock at 6. And Plumlee kicks to Morris. There's the 3. The shot comes out. The Rockets go the other way with it. Green with the ball. Pass to McLemore. It's Rivers on the wing. And here is Green. And it's Denver with the rebound. Plumlee's got 5 rebounds tonight. On the wing, Morris. The kick out to Porter. Down low. Knocked loose. It's stolen by Green. Eric Gordon on the wing. Pass to Carroll. It's deflected. On the wing, Eric Gordon. Now Rivers. Pass to Green. And Green slams it in.
And you really can't forget about Green's speed. So effective on the drive.
Here's Craig, defended by Gordon. Craig passes to Plumlee, and too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. If you go a step in a time machine, what would you like and dislike about playing in this era at this time?
Well, no doubt about the tempo and the spacing. I think that, more than anything, allows for the true skill and artistry of the game to be on display. I probably wouldn't want to get switched onto Embiid down low. I would probably dislike that and let it be known vociferously.
But I always pictured you as being fearless, like you would never turn down that kind of challenge.
I wouldn't turn it down publicly.
Well, when you've got Porter's length, this is what you can do. It makes it easy to get to the rim for the throwdown.
Carroll, no one around him. The Rockets again can't hit.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Jokic kicks to Porter. Morris passes to Craig. Here's Plumlee. Carroll with the rebound. Rockets leading by 9. Gordon inside. Green. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Green's got 6 here in this quarter.
Big miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
Boy, the defense looks shell-shocked. I mean, they're on the ropes right now, on their heels.
Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Porter finds Jokic. Morris with the ball. There's the pass to Craig. Now here's Plumlee. Carroll covering. The shot's good from Plumlee.
That's a textbook example of how to move the ball. Boy, you got to love that action.
To the inside. Rivers in the corner. And the ball travels out of his hands. It was last touched by Jokic.
Boy, that looked like a failure to communicate. You hate unforced errors.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Plumlee. Martin comes in for Porter. Harris is checked in for Torrey Craig. And it's Jamal Murray in for Monte Morris. Millsap dishes to Murray. Back to Millsap. Played in with a nice touch off the glass.
You've got to be more physical than that against Millsap. He's good at fighting his way through contact on the way up.
And that'll be 2 free throws coming up, officials. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Morris into the lane, and the basket is good.
You know, Millsap has no issues giving the ball up to the open man. Excellent awareness there.
Outside Westbrook. Kicks it out to Harden. From past the arc. The shot missing. So we see the Rockets get the win here. This was a hard-fought, well-earned victory for him, Greg.
looking at 4 high-impact plays. Which one will you choose as the best of the bunch? Starting off with a nod to all the team players with the Phoenix 04. Sets up a screen and shows the defender the door. Watch where you're going. Cruising for a bruising while the 3-ball nearly has the other team losing.
Always a big home court advantage here in the Mile High. And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Brown, they're manning the backcourt. Hayward at small forward with Tatum at the 4. And it's Tice in at the center. And for Denver, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Barton in at the 3, the small forward. Now here is Harris. Murray outside. Deep benches tonight, Greg, on both sides. This seems to be a growing trend.
You know, teams are digging deeper than ever before, even getting into the two-way contracts that give you depth past your top 15 guys. One, you're trying to protect the investment in your big-ticket items, your franchise-caliber players, but you got to keep an eye on the future in terms of player development. That's another area where the league has really changed when you look at the makeup of these rosters.
Well said. Jokic with the bucket.
And this is where Jokic is most comfortable. The closer he is to the rim, the more effective he becomes.
Left side, Walker over Murray. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Just in a perfect position to grab that rebound and then get the putback.
Barton outside. Pass to Millsap. Wide open look here for Murray. No good from outside. Got a piece of it. Jokic with the steal to the right side. Murray finds Millsap. Double team on Millsap. Wants to get it to Barton and does. It's deflected, and he's able to get it back. To the left wing. Fires for 3. And it's Jokic missing.
Yet another miss. Just 1 for 5. Not exactly an ideal start.
Here's Brown. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
And Jason Tatum, he got a lot of the pub last year, and deservedly so. But Jaylen Brown made monstrous strides as well, especially when it came to efficiency.
And you look at Brown's field goal percentage and his free throw percentage, Greg, both career highs last season.
And Kev, his shot was never broken. The motion never had to be rebuilt. Brown's problem coming into the league was that he would shoot the ball differently every time. Once he landed on the repeatable mechanics, you could see the consistency start to take form.
For Boston, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Good work there as it goes.
Well, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
They've been looking out of sync offensively.
Yeah, their offense has ground to a standstill.
Open shot by Murray. It's rebounded by Tice. Celtics leading by 4. In the corner, Tatum with it. No good on the triple. And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for the Nuggets. And he sinks that one, hitting the back of the rim on the way in.
You gotta love whenever Murray goes straight up with the jump shot off the pass. He's so good at reading the defense.
And Walker kicks to Brown. Three-pointer. Buries it from three-point range. Brown's got 7 points in the game.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
He's a guy who, if he gets hot, he can carry your offense for long stretches.
You got it. Come on. And it goes out of bounds. That one off Hayward. And the Nuggets with some changes. Porter's checked in for Will Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Gary Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Jamal Murray. Boston also with the sub. Smart's checked in. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And early in the game, a defensive play like that goes a long way, establishing the attitude you want.
Jokic passes to Craig. Off target with his 3. Celtics leading by 5. And here comes Brown, leading the fast break. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker. Walker's got 3 assists now in this one. Here's Craig. Morris kicks to Porter. The Nuggets with another miss. Here are the Celtics with the ball. They're on an 11-2 run. Brown the pass to Tice. Back to Brown. Clock at 6. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Walker. Denver grabs the miss.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Now the pass to Jokic. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
A nightly double-double threat. Jokic is also an exceptional playmaker for a guy that size.
The Nuggets shooting their first free throws of the game. Free throw, good. Jokic. Jeremy Grant, he's checked in for Paul Millsap. And then for Boston. Cantor, he checked in for Daniel Tice. Robert Williams comes in for Brown. And Brad Wanamaker subbed in for Walker. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. Tatum passes to Wanamaker. Smart deciding where to go with it. Right side, Williams. Over Porter. Good defense by Jokic.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Back to Grant. Jaylen Brown has been leading the charge for the Boston Celtics. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts of problems with him. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. When you consider how the Celtics are doing, guys, what jumps out to you stats-wise?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
They've got Michael Porter. Plumlee out there with Jeremy Grant. Then there's Monte Morris. And it's Craig in at the 2 spot. That's the group for Denver getting going here in the second. The Nuggets trail by 8.
And Doris, when you're identifying the heart and soul of this Celtics team, Smart is always at the center of that discussion.
Marcus Smart is so passionate. He's so tough, so willing to get down and do the dirty work that affect winning. And consider the role he's taken now as the leader of the Celtics. The ability to mentor a young guy like Grant Williams. Marcus Smart, you want him on your side.
I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on.
They've settled into a nice groove offensively here in the second.
To the middle. Count it, and the Celtic lead has been cut back down to 8. An important basket there from Plumlee.
Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Wanamaker the pass to Tatum. The three-pointer off the mark.
You will not see this guy miss many of those. He's one of the keys to their floor spacing.
Some nice ball movement by the Nuggets. From deep. Craig can't get it to go. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. Smart misses.
That's one he knows he should have drained.
Plumlee against Cantor. Plumlee dishes to Grant. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Craig, 5 to shoot. Here's Plumlee.
Yeah, way to play in attack mode and get to the line.
This is his first free throw of the game.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
Big group substitution here for Denver. Paul Millsap is checked in for Grant. Will Barton comes in for Porter. Harris is checked in for Torrey Craig. And Murray's subbed in for Morris. So Boston going with almost an entire new grouping. Williams, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Hayward comes in for Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown's checked in for Smart. And Walker's subbed in for Brad Wanamaker. Barton finds Plumlee. Here's Barton. For 3, Murray gets the three-pointer to fall. Murray's got 5.
And Murray has such a soft-looking shot, especially from deep where he is just lights out.
Count that bucket. And the Celtics lead by 8.
Well, you get exactly what you want right there. Clean look, right at the cup. Nicely done.
Murray, the pass to Barton. Now here's Plumlee. In the corner, Murray with it. Back to Plumlee. In the corner, Murray with it. Down to 5 on the shot clock.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Brown outside. In the corner, it's Hayward. The shot's good. Brown making the play. Hayward's got the lead up to 11 now for the Celtics.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
Harris dishes to Plumlee. Pass to Barton. And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense.
And always a solid rebounder. Hayward took it to a whole new level last year.
He certainly did, Greg. This guy was up at 6.5 rebounds per game, easily a career high, and consider he did it at both ends. And to me, that's the versatility that this guy brings that helps you succeed. He doesn't have to be your leading scorer to impact winning.
Jokic, he's checked in for the Nuggets. And Walker kicks to Hayward. There's 48 seconds left in the first half. Brown wide open. He fires. Tried to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Murray, the pass to Jokic. Back to Murray. From outside the arc. Offensive rebound. Jokic on the follow.
Such a savvy player. Love watching Jokic battle for positioning on the offensive glass.
The putback, great positioning on the putback. And the Celtics lead by 7.
That is really good work there on the offensive glass.
Murray surveying the D. Martin left side. Lets the 3 fly. And the call up against Jokic. That'll be his second foul of the game. Five seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Wanamaker.
And Grant works hard on the defensive end of the floor.
The clock runs out, and we're heading to halftime. Boston on top, leading by 7.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie Johnson. It was a big-time first quarter for Jaylen Brown. He had 11 points, 2 rebounds, and 1 assist. And let's get your thoughts, big fella, on the Celtics. And that's a wrap.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. It's been a clinic out there by Jaylen Brown.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Brown and Hayward, they're the wings. Tatum out there with Daniel Tice. And it's Walker in at the point. Murray outside. Passes it to Jokic. Lets it go with a three. Gordon Hayward comes up with the rebound. Celtics leading by 9 and pushing it up. Here's Boston. Outside Tatum. Offline with his three. Denver shooting just 28%. They are offensively out of whack and out of step with each other at this point.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Hey, yo, right here.
Pass to Brown. Hayward outside. 6 on the shot clock. Millsap's against Tatum. And here's Walker outside. But he recovers it. Back to Tatum. Lets it go from deep. That shot, no good. Now the Nuggets take it the other way.
Not how they hoped to start this half. 1 for 5, brick after brick. Let's start building the building.
Millsap finds Harris. The Nuggets moving the ball around. And again, Denver no good.
Sometimes you just have an off day, and this is one of those games for him.
And here's Tatum for 3. Tatum with another miss.
And I think that one could have easily have fallen for him.
Martin goes up and lays it nice and easy. Martin's got his first points in this one. Your son, Cole Gregg, was one of the top high school players in America. A lot of services had him number 1. Talk about what it was like going through the recruiting process as a dad.
You know, it was fun for the most part because he really kind of kept everything in perspective. And the teams we dealt with, the schools we dealt with, man, they were all top-notch. So that process, about as enjoyable as one could ask for. But at the same time, it's still stressful, man. That's still your little guy getting ready to head off to college.
Well, you're a dad and a proud one at that. Tice kicks to Walker, and so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
And last season, 86% from the line. So he's always had that calm presence at the line no matter the situation.
To me, what's special about Kemba Walker is we know the basketball skill. This guy's a devastating scorer, great pick-and-roll player, but as importantly, he is a tremendous teammate.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. Outside, Porter shoots the 3. Rebound, Boston. Cantor's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Smart passes to Wanamaker. Floats it up for Williams. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Active hands from him as he's able to deflect that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Williams, he's checked in for Boston.
And no matter what they've tried, the D just has not been able to deny them the ball inside.
Craig kicks to Grant. The pass to Craig. And here is Morris. From downtown. And Cantor pulls it down. Cantor's got 5 rebounds tonight. 1:19 left in the third quarter. Williams up on top, guarded by Porter, and it's sent back by Plumlee. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. Up the floor. It'll go. The Boston lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Morris.
And not just a scorer, but a distributor as well. Porter's court awareness is really impressive.
In the corner, Smart with it. Here's Wanamaker. He has 5. And there's the feed to Williams. Outside, Smart. Shot clock at 3. Here's Wanamaker. Misses the 3. And so it's Porter bringing it up now for the Denver Nuggets. Since halftime, they've only allowed 5 points. Craig passes to Porter. There's 21 seconds left to play in the third. Morris kicks to Porter. Out to the right wing. The Nuggets need to get a shot off here. Plumlee trying to break loose. Porter, no luck. Pass to Canner. Good, and it's Williams who picks up the assist.
What a huge target in transition Enes Kanter can be. You love when he runs the floor.
And so it's Boston, holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. They've been playing some inspired defense, giving up very few easy points. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. The Nuggets trail by 8. Grant down low with Jokic. Then there's Murray. Then it's Michael Porter. And it's Craig in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Denver.
And easy to understand why many believe Porter is the complete package. Skilled at making the correct pass.
Outside, Smart. Tatum on the wing. Back to Smart. Brown outside. Williams trying to break free, and it's Brown that time on the assist from Smart.
Jaylen Brown thrives when it comes to scoring through contact. This is a guy who is constantly looking to initiate that body contact with the defense.
Jokic passes to Grant. Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
And Murray has it all. A deadly shooter and a remarkable penetrator. Terrific guard play.
Here's what Denver's going with right now. Paul Millsap is checked in for Jeremy Grant. Will Barton comes in for Michael Porter. And Harris subbed in for Torrey Craig. Daniel Tice is checked in for the Celtics. Kemba Walker comes in for Brad Wanamaker. For 3. They grab their own miss. Here's Brown. Tatum finds Tice. Shot by Brown. And 3 chances on that possession, but they just couldn't find a way to score. Knocked away. Murray for 3. Jokic on the follow. Jokic has got 4 this quarter.
Oh, a nice tip in to salvage the points from that missed shot.
Yeah, and those second chance points can add up. Smart. Here we go, one-on-one. That's in, and the Celtic lead is cut down to just 3 in the basket from Jokic.
Sometimes he seems to be indestructible with the finishes he can make. Jokic is a force down low.
And it's Walker penetrating, and he comes up with the deuce. The Nuggets have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. Murray kicks to Harris. Millsap passes to Jokic. Wants to get it to Barton and does. Back to Jokic. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. 4 on the shot clock. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And the play succeeds because Millsap comes to the court hungry. He chases down boards and second chance opportunities.
Left side Walker. Jokic with the steal. And the Nuggets pushing it up now. And no good. Some solid defense from Brown. Celtics leading by 3. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. And finished off by Brown.
Oh, Jaylen Brown with the big shot, proving hard work pays off.
Down low. Banked in off the glass.
And they count on Millsap to deliver in these big moments, and there he does.
Outside Tatum. Takes the 3. And it's Denver with the rebound. Jokic has got 9 rebounds in the game. Getting it done. Gordon Hayward's checked in for Smart. The Nuggets trail by 3. Murray outside. Jokic passes to Harris. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
And that's about the worst defense I can imagine a team playing coming down the stretch.
You know, we talk about execution offensively coming down the stretch. To me, it's as important defensively, and they didn't have it.
Walker dishes to Brown. And a miss there on the triple.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And so it's Hayward with it. He'll bring it up for the Celtics. They've led by as many as 11 points.
Great teamwork punctuated by a strong finish.
Going right to the rim, which is where you want transition opportunities to end.
Murray kicks to Barton. Jokic passes to Millsap. Passes it to Brown. Here's Tice. It's good!
I think Brown demonstrating he's got a great understanding of the game. He keeps his head moving, his eyes open so he can spot the open man.
Murray dishes to Millsap. Can't cash in from close range. And here's Boston. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. And it's a 7-point Celtic lead.
When we are talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 6'11" wingspan. This is why he's so effective coming up with second chance points.
Here's Brown. And he gets the bucket.
Making every effort to put this game on ice.
Well, just terrific teamwork. Each guy doing his part. You love what you're seeing from them tonight.
Shooting for Denver. First free throw is good, and that brings them within 8. And Harris drops them both. So it's the Celtics picking up the win. A narrow win under difficult circumstances, Greg, as the visiting team.
It really was, but that didn't seem...
All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that'll wrap it up, folks.
happen.
That is so cool. Zion announcing his next generation.
And the Hawks with a confident look as they go into looking at the starting five for the Atlanta Hawks. Herter the 2 with Hunter at the 3. Collins is out there with Clint Capella, and it's Young in at the point guard position. And for the Nuggets, filling out the wings, Harris and Barton. Millsap and Jokic, the big men. And it's Murray in at the point guard.
Just continuing to develop an overall game that was evident coming into the league. Gary Harris getting better at spotting the open man.
Now, here is Young. Pulls up, high post, kept alive. And it's put back up and in by Capella.
Oh, what terrific hustle. He's got a nose for the rebound.
Greg, he's ferocious when the ball goes up. Murray with the bounce pass. Jokic kicks to Murray. Denver passing it around. Outside for Millsap. 6 to shoot. From the stripe. Murray, no good. Here's Herter. Guarded by Harris. Herter, no good. Murray outside. Passes to Jokic. Stolen. Oh, and here we go with Collins. Nobody back. It's hauled in by Harris.
I'm not going to see that very often. The defense in the vicinity, but still, he's not one to blow layups.
Millsap left side. Now, here's Jokic. He's guarded closely. Murray, no good. Hawks have gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started.
And what was once a weakness for Collins, now a strength. His defense has taken huge strides since the start of last season.
And I think a young player like John Collins learns that blocks are not just a statistic that reveal how good you can be defensively. It's about positioning. It's about communication. And John Collins wants to be more complete on that end of the floor.
Now, here's Hunter. Shot by Collins, no good.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be because he is so strong in the paint.
Murray for 3. The Nuggets with a new 14. Harris finds Murray. And that one off the back of the rim and in.
Well, a polished score and good recognition as Jamal Murray understood the timing that he needed to catch and fire.
Young outside, drills the elbow jumper.
And he's not going to miss many of those, especially that wide open.
No, he's automatic from the mid-range, and the defense knows that it's a mistake to give up a shot like that.
Now here's Murray. Pass to Jokic. Murray outside. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead.
Well, if he's going to keep shooting, they've got to run some plays for him. Screens, pick and rolls, anything they can do to get him started. That connection with Collins, that's an impressive play and very, very high percentage.
And Trae Young gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game for the Nuggets. Porter's checked in for Barton. Torrey Craig comes in for Harris. And Monte Morris subbed in for Murray. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Bembry's checked in for Kevin Herter. And it's Teague in for Young.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Now, here's Millsap. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Here's Jokic. No good that time. And Atlanta will go the other way with it. Oh, and a fast break for Atlanta. Left side, Collins. He kicks to Reddish. Pass to Teague. Here's Bembry. Back to Teague. Out left to the wing. Reddish the pass to Collins. And the Hawks getting another basket right there.
Well, sometimes Reddish might defer too often, and maybe sometimes that's true. But also give him credit for being unselfish.
Millsap's against Collins. The pass to Jokic. Looking to end the run. Millsap. It's good on the putback.
Yeah, although undersized, Millsap is a very, very hard worker. Uses his quickness that time.
Here's Reddish. That one falls.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
The Nuggets trail by 8. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Morris kicks to Porter. Jokic inside, defended by Jones. And it's Jokic missing.
This has not been a good quarter right here. Shot has been off the mark, and now it looks, Kevin, like he's pressing a bit.
Millsap passes to Craig. And now here comes Collins leading the break. That one drops for him. Collins has got 8.
Really seizing the momentum of this game, but doing it with a methodical approach.
Well, how good have they been on the inside tonight, just getting down into the paint.
And so it's John Collins making highlights for the Atlanta Hawks. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. And we'll be right back after this. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And for the Hawks, guys, what stands out to you stats-wise?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
Yeah, defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
On the court for Atlanta, we've got Wayne Dedmon. Teague out there with Bembry. Then it's Reddish. And it's Fernando in at the 4-man position. The Hawks leading by 8. Here's Fernando. Greg, how special was it for you that you had your number 50 retired at UNLV?
You know, that's something I can honestly say. As a kid, you dream about a lot of things. Winning, you know, playing at the highest levels. That's something I never really fathomed, is to have your jersey hanging up in an arena. That was a surreal moment, a really cool moment, and it was awesome to be able to share it with my family and friends.
And people probably don't know that you grew up in Las Vegas, so it was probably doubly special, wasn't it?
Exactly. Born and raised.
Inside. Plumlee with it. Dedmon's there. Morris into the lane. And that one is good.
Really crisp, intelligent passing to make that basket possible.
The Hawks have gone 2 of 3 from the field here to open the second quarter. Bembry the pass to Dedmon. Plumlee with the steal. Here's Craig. To the wing on the left. Grant down low. Dedmon's there. Plumlee attacking. And it's Denver scoring again.
And Grant with a nice heads-up play, willing to make the next pass.
The Hawks leading by 8. Outside Teague. Tries it from the top of the key. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Plumlee finds Porter. Reddish with the double team. And here's Porter. Morris passes to Plumlee. Shot clock at 6. Tries again. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Catches the defender a little bit out of position. Plumlee makes a strong move to take advantage.
It's his first trip to the line for the Nuggets. Will Barton, he's checked in for Michael Porter. Harris comes in for Torrey Craig. And Murray subbed in for Monte Morris. And Grant with the clear path to the hoop. And the dunk by Grant.
The hands are quicker than the eyes. Gary Harris had him there. Quick instincts on the defensive end.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the second quarter of basketball. Young with no one around. And he's good on the 3 ball. Young's got 5 points so far.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Basketball IQ is something that gets talked about, but Its importance to a team showing up here, running plays that turn into scores.
Capella against Plumlee. Capella with the bucket.
And defenders have to be mindful of Capella. His length and strength can be a problem down low.
To the paint. Outside for Murray. From the arc. They get it back. To the left side wing. Grant dishes to Barton. And there's the call on Kevin Huerter. That's his first foul for the Nuggets. Jokic comes in for Mason Plumlee. And Paul Millsap subbed in for Grant. And a switch here also for Atlanta. Collins checked in for Damian Jones. Murray for three. Again, the miss by Murray.
A slight rebound advantage for them. One more column in their favor, and it's all adding up.
Big man John Collins seeing the court that time.
52 seconds left now here in the second. Young against Murray. Harris outside. Back to Murray. Looking to get it going. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That's on Clint Capella.
Instincts on that play from Murray as he used the defense who was a little bit over aggressive.
And so Murray nails both of them.
Now you can tell he's feeling confident right now at the line, and when he's on, he can be lights out.
Young left side. No good with the elbow jumper.
Well, he's a guy they count on to produce from the mid-range. He doesn't miss too many open looks from there.
It's blocked.
Great defense. Stingy was Hunter on that play, and a great reaction. That's firing his team up.
Huerter. Here's Capella. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
How frustrating for the defense. You get the stop, but then fail to block out.
Yeah, that pops your confident balloon out there, just completely deflating when plays like that happen.
Good defensive work there by Young.
That's not going to make you a favorite target of your teammates. They'll think twice about feeding you if you're going to keep missing layups.
Thank you, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was all John Collins in the first quarter. He had 8 points, 3 rebounds. And that'll do it.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, John Collins getting it done today.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. So out there for the Nuggets right now, the backcourt is Murray and Harris. At the forward slots, it's Barton and Millsap. And it's Jokic in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Jokic kicks to Harris. Good ball movement here by the Nuggets. Jokic passes to Barton, and the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And they're determined to add to the lead, not with more offense, but with big-time D.
Young, right side. Again, Young missing.
Teammates right now covering up for the type of off performance he's having. In terms of scoring, this has not been his best night.
Jokic passes to Murray. Feeds it to Harris. Harris draws the double. Wide open look here for Murray. Good. And Harris gets the assist. Harris has got 4 assists in the game.
And some deep range shown there by Murray. When the D leaves him alone from there, it's pretty much going in.
Young looking around. Kicks to Hunter. Passes it to Capella. That one, no good. Good defense by Jokic.
Yeah, they're going to try to search out for somebody that's got a hot hand right now. 1 of 4 to start the half. Can't talk enough about the subtleties in that setup right there. The assist, really the key to that entire sequence. Think about the 40th pick back in 2012. Will Barton languished on the bench in Portland for his first 2 seasons, actually 2.5. And then that trade to Denver, boy, that jump-started everything.
But they get it back. And so it's Harris who will bring it up for the Denver Nuggets. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. It's good. And the Hawks lead is cut down to 7 on the bucket from Murray.
Well, the talk at halftime must have been a good one. Right now, 3 straight buckets to start the quarter.
And with the Nuggets, Barton becoming an immediate contributor. And Brent, in recent seasons, their starter at the small forward.
Yeah, he's an interesting player. He's a slender and slightly built player, but excellent at getting out there and rebounding. A tremendous runner at the wing position to play in transition. And that wingspan certainly helps out on a lot of plays, both offensively and defensively.
Harris misses.
As a big, once you get position inside, it allows you to fight and come away with a lot of tough boards.
Changing ends quickly. He's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Denver with a platoon swap here on the floor. And the Hawks will go for a different look here. Jones checked in for Capella. Reddish comes in for Hunter. Andre Bembry's checked in for Kevin Huerter. And it's Teague in for Young. Morris into the lane. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Teague surveying the D. Pass to Collins. That's good again. His 7th basket. 7 for 10 from the floor.
Oh, man, this would be a different ball game if they didn't have this type of scoring to rely on.
Craig kicks to Grant. Morris outside. Pass to Craig. Porter in the corner. Lays it in without an inch of room around him. Porter's got his first 2 points.
They found the touch from the field here in the second half. It was a struggle in that first.
The pass to Bembry. Back to Teague. It's stolen by Morris. There's a minute left in the third. Here's Plumlee. And Jones pulls it down.
And they've got a big lead, not just on the scoreboard, but really in the rebounding numbers as well.
Yes, that goes in. And the Hawks lead by 12.
And Reddish pinballing, fighting his way through the defense, and then finding a way to score.
Craig kicks to Plumlee. And Jones over to help. Lets it fly. Craig can't get it to go.
And I'm not sure that is a shot that he should be taking.
No, he should know better. He knows that's not his game, which is why we don't see him take that shot often.
And that one's good by Porter.
And he's got a great balance of knowing when to slash inside. Porter needs to keep being this aggressive on the drive.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Always better to be lucky than good when it comes to offensive rebound. And unless you're as good as he is, then those tip-ins are all about skill.
All sorts of time. The shot off that time.
I saw a green light there. The D's not going to get away with that kind of lapse all that often here tonight.
And so it's the Atlanta Hawks up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. Their strategy has been clear tonight. Work the ball inside, get shots in the paint, and now they are scoring with ease. We'll take a quick break and then back to the action here. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Fourth quarter on the court for the Hawks. They've got Trae Young. He's out there with Reddish. Hunter is out there with Dwayne Dedmon. And it's Fernando in at the 4 slot. Greg, is a point guard, what is it you like to see from that position on the floor?
I think first and foremost leadership. It's so valuable at that spot. And, you know, you always got to have your head high because your teammates are feeding off what you put forth in terms of your body language and enthusiasm. So, you know, the typical stuff about organizing the offense and setting the tone on the defensive end, that stuff's important as well. But so much of how you carry yourself out on the floor when you deal with adversity and you know that you're going to is really paramount.
And so it's Atlanta with it. The Hawks leading by 14. Dedmon dishes to Hunter. Dedmon kicks to Young. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
And I think for years to come, you're going to be talking about the draft that Trae Young was involved in as the picks got swapped. One franchise getting their guy, and this team finding Trae Young. And he's been a blessing for where they need to go.
And the Nuggets making a change here. Murray's checked in. Atlanta also making some changes here. Clint Capella, he's checked in for Bruno Fernando. And Kevin Huerter subbed in for Reddish. Brent, you know the Hawks believed in Trae Young on draft day. They made the trade for him and gave up a chance at Doncic.
Well, I don't look at it like that, Kevin. I look at it like Atlanta got their guy. It's not about who else was on the board. It's the fact that they could get their #1 choice, and that was Trae Young.
We're just over a minute into this final quarter of play. The 19-foot shot. The offensive rebound. And it's put back up and in by Capella. And the Hawks lead by 16.
And physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. A +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Barton kicks to Murray. Right side Millsap. Murray finds Barton. 5 on the clock. Millsap with it, guarded by Hunter. The kick out to Barton. Over Hunter, and they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. Atlanta leading by 16. Young outside. Young is double. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And it's the Nuggets with the ball. And it's Harris with the ball for Denver. Jokic inside. Capella covering. And the officials call him for a 3-second violation.
And that is just a deflating error on his part.
Yeah, he knows he shouldn't have made it, and that's just really overall a frustrating sequence that hopefully doesn't stick with him.
And here's Young from the arc. Controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
And that bucket adds to what has been a big difference in points in the paint between the two teams.
Murray, the pass to Jokic. Shoots over Capella. Here's Millsap outside for Murray. From outside off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Here's Hunter. Dedmon trying to break free. Capella. And here's Young from the arc. And it's put back up and in by Capella. Capella's got 4 points in the quarter.
Just has a nose for the ball. Capella skilled at gaining ideal position for those offensive rebounds.
Barton passes to Millsap. And there it is for him.
Now, there are only a few players in the league who can hit a teammate like that in stride. Beautiful assist.
And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Millsap.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
Yeah, appreciate the work right now on the defensive end.
Collins checked in for Atlanta. Young passes to Capella. Back to Young. Got a piece of it. Millsap with the steal. Out of bounds. Atlanta will take possession. The Hawks leading by 18. Young from outside. Capella. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
give them credit. They've worked hard all game, now looking to finish it.
No, great job of getting in position to win a game. It's been an all-out effort from the squad. One of the more skilled offensive players that is on the floor here tonight. Not an easy fella to hold in check.
Pulls it from the elbow. Pulled the shot a little left, but the bounce goes his way. And the Hawks lead by 20. The Nuggets have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for the Hawks.
This was a very efficient offense tonight.
And they found a way to get their shots to go down. A little luck didn't hurt. A lot of their 50-50 shots fell their way.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Clint Capella.
Just a force on the glass. Did a fantastic job crashing the boards and coming up with seemingly every rebound.
Clock at 6. Jones kicks to Reddish over Daniels, and the shot is long. The Nuggets shooting from the field, 44%, not bad. On the wing, Harris. Graham defending. And here is Morris. Passes it to Daniels. Down low. The shot by Vonleh, no good. 8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here's Reddish. Rebound by the Nuggets. Harris inside. Graham defending. Vonleh with it. Working on Jones. And Jones sends it back. Here's Reddish. Misses the shot. And so Atlanta takes this one by a big thank you, David. Great interview once again. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.